Hello friends, in the last video we have discussed about the types of soil samples we obtain. In the present video we will discuss about for which type of property we will use which type of sample. Let us say sample required for, let me write down it again, sorry. Sample required for laboratory test. So in the first column, I will write down is a type of laboratory test. And in the second column, let us write sample required. Sample required. So let us say first one, let us talk about the natural water content. Natural water content. So if you want to estimate what is the water content present in the soil, then here we have to go for the undisturbed sample. We can go for undisturbed samples or we can go for the standard penetration test sample. Okay. Why? If you are undisturbed, if you are considering disturbed means your structure will change. If your structure will change, the void ratio contents will change. That means the water content will also possibility that they will also change. So if there is a natural water content, we have to go for the undisturbed samples. Next. Similarly, if you are having density, if you want to estimate the density of the soil, again you have to go for the undisturbed soil. Why? Because if your soil is disturbed, then volume of the soil will change. If your volume of the soil will change, then how can we get exactly the density? Isn't it? Next, specific gravity. For specific gravity, we can use the representative sample. That means moisture content and mineral content should be same. Representative samples. Similarly, grain size distribution. That means sieve analysis, grain size distribution. That means to determine the type of soil, again we have to go for the representative. Why? Because here we are only important in finding the size of the soil, not about their structure. So that's why in grain size distribution we are go for the representative samples. Similarly, Atterberg limits. In Atterberg limits, also what we'll do, we will add the water content and also we will add water content up to which the soil. So those and all we have already discussed in the soil mechanics. So coming to the Atterberg limits, then here also we will use the representative samples. So other than this, whatever the parameter you can go, only we will go for the undisturbed samples like coefficient of permeability. So if your soil structure changes, then your permeability also changes. That's why here we have to go for the undisturbed sample. Undisturbed sample. Similarly, consolidation parameters. In consolidation, what will happen? The pore water pressure will leave the soil. Consolidation parameter in a general term. As pore water pressure leaves, that means effective stress will increase. So here also in this case, undisturbed samples we have to estimate. Similarly, if you want to estimate the shear strength parameters, what are the shear strength parameters? C and phi. If you are using disturbed, what will happen? The structural mineralogy will change. If structure mineral will change, their CN5 also will change. That's why here we have to go for the undisturbed samples. So normally these are the laboratory tests that we'll conduct. So corresponding to that, we have to use either disturbed or undisturbed. If it is a disturbed, either we have to make sure whether it is a representative soil or non-representative soils. Okay. Now, in the next video, we will see what are the samplers are there to collect the soil samples. Thank you.